Good morning. In this presentation, we are going to see how we can trade in MCX Copper today. Before looking into that, let us see what happened yesterday and what we expected yesterday. Yesterday, copper market opened around 428. You can see this red color candlestick that indicates the price opening. And the chart we are viewing is an 1 hour chart, which means all the single candlestick represents 1 hour. Whenever I place a cursor on a particular candlestick, you can always see the date below. And these vertical lines, you can see this double dotted vertical lines that indicates the price opening and closing for the respective days. So yesterday the market opened around 428. We expected that copper can maintain its uptrend till 425. So you can see we had explained it very clearly yesterday why we are targeting this 426. So till this zone we expected that the market has a possibility to stay in uptrend. So that was our clear expectation. Now let us see what happened yesterday after this price opening. You can see that after this price opening the market tried to stay above 428, but it was a failure. And we had also explained clearly the importance of 428. It is acting as an intermediate resistance. You can notice that before the price action, yesterday's price action, the market was staying above this 428. It was acting like a support. So we all know that support and resistance interchange itself. So now yesterday it acted as a resistance. After this resistance, you can see the market exactly came down and tested this 426, which was also supported by the moving average. So we notice that the average coming and exactly coinciding with the major support. You can see this, the market is taking some support around this zone and it was consolidating here for a long time. After the consolidation, the market found some support here from the buyers and it clearly went up and tested this 428 again. But a failure to sustain above this 428 pushed the market down, and again there was some test for 426. So the market consolidated sideways and closed around 427.35. So on seeing the entire price actions, what we can conclude is that there was a support around 426 as we expected. We cannot also neglect that, but there was also a resistance. The market was trading very completely in a narrow range within the 426 and 428, but we cannot neglect the fact, you can see there was some clear buying around 426, but still it is not out of danger. So the market was trading in a very close range, and in order to identify the trend, we had drawn a downtrend line. You can see the market was following a downtrend here, and also we had drawn an uptrend line connecting this point, which was around 420, in order to identify the trend. And if you are continuously monitoring our presentation, following our presentation, yesterday we had taken this point as a trend line. Now we had modified to this point. So this also gives us an indication that the market was following in line with this trend. And if you conclude this, you can see the market converges at a point. So it is going to be a convergence happening here. And we had drawn another trend line. You can see why we had drawn this, connecting this low and connecting this 417.1, which was the low that was created. So this is the point from where the trend started moving higher. So we connected this low and we had also drawn another trend line also. So in order to support us, as we all know that only the trend line is a leading indicator. So the market follows a trend, so we draw trend lines in certain cases like this in order to identify the trend. So it is a convergence of the two trend line. You can see that, and the copper is trading in a narrow zone and it is trading in a very major zone, that is most important. So today copper is expected to open more or less around 427. So if the price opening was above 428, we can take it as a very clear signal that the possibilities that the copper moving higher is very high. So the possibilities, if the price is breaking 428, that gives us a very clear confirmation. If the price opening for today, if the price opening for today in MCX was around is around 428, then we can say that the price can move higher. But today's expected price opening based upon the COMEX price direction, which indicates that the price has the possibility to open around 427, and within which is a bit lower than the previous day's price closing. And also we cannot neglect the fact that the every day from Monday the market is opening higher and closing lower, and price again the next day you can see the market opened below the previous day's closing, and the closing also below the previous and the same day price opening. The next day, that is yesterday, also the same thing happened, opened lower below the previous day's price closing, and again the market was staying lower. So we need a breakout for market to confirm its trend. So if we want, two criteria should be satisfied if copper wants to maintain an uptrend. One is that this 426 should act as a very good support like what he did yesterday, so that it can push the market above 428. And a clear breakout above 428 and a closing above 428 can confirm that the market has a possibilities to stay in uptrend. But if the price fails to sustain or break 428, if the price open lower and if the price breaks 426, then it signals that the market can move down. So it is going to be a very crucial zone for copper traders. Stick on to 426. It can provide you a very good profit both the ways. So make a note of it, place and trade with stop loss. So this is going to be a crucial zone, a convergence of average, convergence of trend, and everything indicates this is the decision zone. So this is the decision zone 426. If you can stay and apply all your basic studies in technical analysis, the basic studies like price flow analysis, support and resistance, and the trend line, identifying short-term interval charts, if you can put it that, so if you can clear this zone, so you can expect a good profit in copper. So let us see what's happening during the trading session, and thanks a lot for watching our videos. Happy trading. Take care. Bye.